Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Trying to make a go at the whole YouTube thing, so I bought a GoPro. Hopefully I look good. I don't know how to use it yet. But I wanted to bring it into work today to show you guys real quick a Ferrari that we have here. I know that you guys like Ferraris, and they're a car that I know enough to talk about in an educated way on YouTube. So let's take a look. This particular Lusso is finished in Bianco Italia. It's one of Ferrari's triple layer whites over a Rosso Ferrari interior. You can see there's a lot of red in here. Lots of carbon fiber, which, speaking of lots of carbon fiber, we can discuss the option list on this car and the MSRP. Because as you might imagine, for a Ferrari with 680 horsepower and all-wheel drive and a top speed of 208 miles an hour, these cars are not cheap, and this one is even expensive for a Lusso. Let's take a look at the extensive option list on this particular Lusso. As you can see, it's a pretty good list. You've got the car's chassis number right there, and all these specifications on this car. This car's MSRP was $472,000 when it was new. The base on this car was just a little over $300,000. The total option content on this particular Lusso is over $164,000 in options. It's absolutely wild, and we'll get into some of those options and kind of the general spec of the car as we go through it here. As I said earlier, kind of strange cars for Ferrari. In a lot of ways, this was kind of the precursor to their SUV program. So they made these wagons that are two-door, but they've got an impressive back seat. In fact, why don't I just do this? I can actually get in the back seat of this car and sit behind myself. So that's the front seat in the position where I would have it if I were driving. And check this out. I mean, I'm 6'1", and I fit back here, and I am not uncomfortable. You've got this nice high console, these cool titanium air vents that Ferrari's been doing in a bunch of their cars, like velvet lined cup holders, like you're gonna put anything in those. Little center console here, USB chargers for your mobile devices, but everything in here is just, I wish you guys could smell this through my camera. I mean, everything in here just smells and feels so expensive. It's incredible. We've got the glass roof. Speaking of the option content on these guys, this roof is $20,620 to order from Ferrari. But I mean, you can see just how much more airy it makes the cabin feel back here. I mean, you have to have it. It's a must-have option if you're buying a used Lusso. Make sure it has that. Let's see how gracefully I can climb out of the back of this while recording. God, that seat goes up really far. Not bad at all. And we can go ahead and wake the car up and see what it looks like in here. So just like any other modern Ferrari, you have your steering wheel with all the controls, start stop, bumpy road mode, high and low beams, turn indicators, windshield wipers, Manatino to adjust your drive modes. This one has the carbon steering wheel with the LEDs. So you've got LED shift lights up there that you'll see when we turn the car on. It has the tachometer, or rev counter as Ferrari calls it, finished in aluminum, so it's silver. Headlight controls down there. Parking brake controls. These buttons control the left screen. These buttons control the right screen. You can also control the center screen. And it's also a touch screen. So let's go ahead and wake the car up. You see our LED shift lights up there. The gauge cluster comes to life. If you guys have watched my videos before, you know that every Ferrari has the check engine light on when you first start the car. Center screen, touch screen, full color, very responsive. You have this little diffuse air vent here you can open and close. How fun. Basically every ounce of carbon fiber that you guys are seeing in here is an option. and costs extra on the window sticker. That includes these, this, all the dash inserts, the steering wheel. Ferrari is really proud of all that stuff and they really like to get their money for it. Little cup holder flipper. To get the F1 button housings here in the Italian tricolore livery is also an option. These little, Ferrari calls them dream lines on the shift paddles in red, also an option. Yeah, it is extremely nice in here. Modern Ferraris, everybody knows they're fast. I don't really think people realize how luxurious these cars are. I mean, the leather is so nice. Every material you touch feels so expensive. You've got a little seatbelt butler that passes you your seatbelt when you get in the car. Despite the lovely interior and the room and the practicality and the looks that this car offers, there's one part of the Lusso that you can never get around, and that is this 6.3 liter V12. So we're gonna go ahead and start it. Here's the source and the noise. Look at that. 6.3 liter V12, 680 horsepower. Red line is 8,250 RPM. It makes peak power at something ridiculous like 8,000 RPM. 4RM is something that you'll see on the Lusso. That is Ferrari's four-wheel drive system. They call it 4RM Evo in the GTC4Lusso. Like I said, it is an extremely complicated system. There's basically a second dedicated gearbox right here for the front differential to drive the front wheels. And then they actually use a torque tube that sends power to the rear wheels. It's a very involved setup. And another interesting thing is the front axles, the all-wheel drive, actually turns off. I think it's once you get the car into 5th gear and above, or there's a certain speed. If I were a good car YouTuber, I would have done my research to find what the speed was before I was recording. I might put it in right here if future Preston is on it in the edit. So it's interesting because at low speeds, when you need it, the car is full-time four-wheel drive, but at high speeds, it deactivates and just becomes two-wheel drive. You can see here, the paint color is Bianco Italia. Like I said, that's one of Ferrari's triple layer whites. Active suspension that adjusts with the Manettino. And like I said, carbon ceramic brakes as standard. Every Ferrari has had carbon ceramic brakes standard since the 458. Carbon front lip right here. Again, an option. Front driving camera, an option. Adaptive cruise control, an option. I mean, this car has every single thing that you want to see on a Lusso. It is absolutely loaded. That's why it had such an impressive MSRP when it was original, when it was new. Talking about that very complex all-wheel drive system, the transmission, sending all the power to the wheels in this car is a 7-speed dual clutch. Ferrari's dual clutch F1 gearbox, very similar to what they've been using for many years in their cars. This car also has Ferrari's F1 traction control system, their multi-stage traction control borrowed straight from their Formula One program. A lot of people kind of refer to the Lusso as the daily driver Ferrari, but make no mistake, I mean, it is a bona fide supercar. Like I said, top speed on this car is 208 miles an hour. It's a 680 horsepower V12. I mean, this car is bonkers fast. You guys can probably tell by the way I'm talking about it. I absolutely love the Lusso. This is one of my favorite Ferrari models that they've ever made. I know my girlfriend, her dream car is a Lusso. You could offer her a LaFerrari or this, and I'm sure she would pick this. And most of the time, for 90% of driving situations, I don't know that you can blame her or disagree with her. Little Italian tramp stamp. Aww. So there we go, guys. There's a look at the GTC4Lusso. I'm really bad at talking on camera and really bad at this whole YouTube thing. So if there's anything you guys want to see specifically, let me know. We're gonna have the car here for a little while, so I'm happy to make videos, show you guys things, whatever you like. Maybe we can go drive it, maybe. If this video ends up getting enough traction, I'll see if I can take her out and drive her and do some in the car content, because I feel like the car is easier to talk about when you're driving it. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and do the whole YouTube thing. You guys know what to do. YouTube's not a new thing. You guys know what to do. But I'm extremely close to getting my channel monetized. And I would love to get there so I can make videos like this with this Ferrari, any other Lamborghinis, and some other new Ferrari stuff we have coming. So please subscribe, like the video, tell your friends, watch this goofy guy who's really bad at YouTube. I just need the views. I don't care if it's controversial. I need the views for the algorithm, okay guys? So just spread it around, roast me, whatever you need to do. Just get it out there. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.